This Meditainment production is brought to you today by the Samurai Aquatics and Decor Metaventure. Scan that QR code or click that link in the description and dive yourself headfirst into the Samurai Aquatics Discord server to pleasure your peepers on our current and future range of outdoor decor.
The Whine and Cheese show is a Metaverse and NFT discussion and interview series brought to you by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment and host BEN68 and Morecheese. Warning: the information and opinions within are solely the views of the individuals involved and contains content not suitable for anyone.
One is a wanker, one's slinging stunts, one's from Australia, one's from the Bronx.
Snack size.
So, I don't know if this is going to make you excited or terrify you, Cheese. You want to read that headline?
Not just for gaming. West Elm to furnish the metaverse.
Now, I don't know what West Elm is, but I assume this is a large furniture company based on the headline.
It's like a high-end furniture, like indoor furniture company. They might have some like outdoor seating, the wicker with the rainproof chair cushions. But yeah, it's mostly indoor, ritzy furnishing thing.
So is this a well-known company?
Yes, it is. I know it. See, but here, all right, so I feel like we can't see, all right, because I'm a capitalist at heart. I love that, I want everyone to have a chance to make money. I like that we need corporations to come in to sponsor and help Upland raise money. I just want to coexist with them. So like, let's say West Elm comes in and does indoor decor exclusively, right? And we have outdoor decor and house decorations and house things to create different buildings for the metaverse. Like I can see that as a beautiful mix up. Like I would love to coexist with corporations, but at the same time have a safety net for the community businesses within Upland. I think that would be extremely important, and not only good for the community, but good for the businesses, because they want customers, they want happy people. Like if they come in and just take all the business spots in Upland from the community, there's going to be resentment. So it's like a very tightrope they have to walk. Like they have to think like, yeah, I want to be a part of this, but I don't want to overstep our actual customer base, which will be, business owners beside us in the community.
Absolutely. Yeah. I had this conversation recently. I don't know if it was with Doyle or somewhere, but we talked about how we're very aware of this situation. And I think it would be very naive to think that Upland isn't going to make partnerships with some of these big furniture companies, whether it be indoor, outdoor. And I truly believe like shops like we're setting up are going to become like smaller niche market opportunities. And there's a lot of value in that in itself. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a direct competitor. Hopefully it's just a case where rising tide lifts all the ships sort of thing. So we shall see. But it says here, in an appearance on CNBC's Mad Money, Williams Sonoma Incorporated CEO Laura Alba outlined the company's plans for West Elm Furnishings to appear in the popular Roblox video game. So now this is every second article that we're looking into nowadays is mentioning the Roblox. So it's very interesting what's happening there.
If they were smart, they would do business through already established community business owners in the Metaverse game. Yep. They would have them sell their stuff, like great contracts for them to sell their stuff through them. Like that way, like, because for me, the blockchain in this Metaverse and Web 2 is from the bottom up. And these people are trying to skip in line. And I think it's going to be really, they're going to learn the hard way that it's not going to be received very well. Like, so if Upland decides to let's say get Williams Sonoma in and take over the outdoor decor. People might just go on a tangent and say we're not going to buy from them because why should we buy from someone who's going to compete directly with the community? Yes. Whereas if it's something completely different than a community-based business, they'll say, all right, we appreciate that this person isn't competing with us. You got a new fan. I'm going to support it.
Interesting. Now, absolutely. We know that Web3 is all about community. We've talked about it at length. The Upland team's talked about it at length. Mark Zuckerberg's talking about it at length. If you're a company that's coming in like this company's setting up to do, if you're not engaged in the community, like actually engaged in the community, if you're just a faceless company, there's going to be pushback. You're not going to get the same traction. And we've actually, there's a case that just jumped straight in my head straight away, was with the NFLPA situation that's going on within Upland. You know, there was that campaign push. Some of those football players were at Genesis Week, which you two were at. There was some community interaction there, but YK2012, who is also a Upland related YouTuber, he has a property next to one of the NFL players within the metaverse somewhere. I don't know whether it's Queens or wherever it is. And that player's, I think it's a small townhouse. It's built backwards. Now, YK2012 has been tagging that dude on Twitter, like relentlessly. Get in contact with me. You know, he's not like a mad fan trying to get your autograph. It's like, I want to help you rebuild your property the correct way. You demolish it and I'll help you rebuild it. Like, but he's just getting no reply at all. That player is not engaged.
He's not. There's no leadership in the NFLPA that's interacting with the community. And it's kind of like your example is perfect, because it's like you can't have, like, it's going to fizzle and die if you don't have a representative of some sort that can reach out to these players and say, hey, you know, they want you to demolish this and put it the right way, or hey, they're doing a note here, put up a house with these colors, or, you know, if you're able to come to an event in Vegas and you know, stand around while people dance around you. Man Bun did that. I mean, you can get on the freaking Discord and communicate like a few days a month at least with these people. I don't know.
I guess it gets back to, are those players or whoever they maybe they're CEOs of companies or even the companies themselves, are they actually engaged, or are they just cashing a check?
Cashing a check. And Man Bun even said he was an avid video game player in the event. I wish I knew his name. I'm sorry, Man Bun. But he did have a man bun.
I don't. Well, what's your whole take on that kind of aspect, Shaq, about big companies getting involved in what is essentially, like, looking at Upland is a very kind of niche, very highly connected small community, and big companies starting to get involved?
Well, I agree with everything that you guys have said and the concerns you've raised, and also the flip side, which is the rising tide floats all boats. I guess what I would like to see is things for our gaming inside of Upland should be built by the community.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's who we are. That's how it works. I would like to see the corporations that come in build their showrooms and events that they want to, you know, if they want to have a concert or whatever, but they can have events in a showroom, but they shouldn't be selling their furniture as 3D object NFTs to the community. They should be promoting their real life business with showrooms and perhaps promotions that you can use in the real world, but they should keep their stuff out of Upland.
Yeah, and unless they're actively engaged in the community. Like, if you think like this West Elm group. Well, imagine they came on board, they signed a partnership with Upland. You would think at a minimum they would have like a channel within the official Upland Discord, and there's somebody from the team always engaged in conversations there. Like we see that with the NFLPA. There is an NFLPA channel within the Upland server, but is there anybody from NFLPA in there actively engaging in the community, or is it just the community, talking amongst themselves?
Well, you know what? Now that I heard what Jacqueline said, I agree with her. Like, even if they had an active community presence inside, it's really not their place to be selling amongst the the little people, shall I say, unless it's something that it's exclusive to them. Like if it's exclusive to them and we're not able to do indoor decor, then yeah, I could see it as a good maybe. But at the same time, like, yeah, give it save it for the community.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. And we're going to do a bit of shameless self-promotion here. Like we're talking about furnishings and NFTs coming on board. Well, yeah, Cheese, myself, D-Tech, we're setting up. By all accounts, it's all going to kick off very, very soon. Like we don't know the timeline on it, but it's there's some stuff going on in the background where I've asked questions and I've been given an answer. It's too late. That train has left the station. It's all about to kick off. So. Yeah, we have our business. Now, it did start off as Samurai Aquatics, and there was an outdoor element to that. We did since take that out, so we just opened it up as Samurai Aquatics and Decor, because I would like to potentially in the future see this extend to. I'd love to do like in-home aquariums or something. Make aquarium NFTs that you can display in your house or something like that as well. So. Yeah, there's a little bit of information there at udu.world if you click over on the link there. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on that we're setting up to do. Cheese, do I have that okay to share what we got as far as what's in the showroom? Just do a quick look through. Sure, not going to get slapped. So yeah, our Samurai Aquatics Discord server is open to the public at the moment, and you can click over and see what we've got going on in the showroom. All of these items that are shown in the showroom have been submitted, but not all of them are not all of them have been approved yet, and even the ones that have been approved, it appears that not all of them will be available for the first release. So what are we talking about when we're talking about furnitures and this, that, and the other thing in Web3 and the metaverses? Well, we're talking about things like we've got an outdoor sauna here. What else we got? We got a pool, a jacuzzi, a grill,
and cool.
patio umbrella. So, and again, this is all of this has come about in the last couple of months based on information that we had. Like our business was not set up to make any of this stuff, really. We were going to be focused on in-ground pools and garden ponds and this.
Before you go any further.
Yes.
Now we have two seatings, one with fire and then one with a table. Yes. And I can see the one with the table going to facing outwards in your backyard where you have a racetrack going. And you just kind of sit with your friends and watch the racetrack. And you have your beers or Diet Pepsis on the table.
Nice.
And then the fire pit is more of a like inclusive inside backyard sort of thing where you're with your friends or family cooking marshmallows and just hanging out.
Yeah, well, there's no limitations on where you can place these items. Like maybe you're, like we talked about this, Shaq was saying introverts versus extroverts. Well, maybe you want your bathing station. Maybe you want that in the front yard. Get out there and have an ice bath, have a shower while people are racing past in the cars. Who knows? It is one of those things. We'll just have to see. So we've got a whole bunch of items here. and like I said, that's all due to kick off soon. And
I love this one, the fountain. Oh my god.
am I at liberty to show the piece we just finished working on? Or am I going to get
Ooh,
smacked?
it could be a Wine and Cheese exclusive. You have to see the
Yes.
Wine and Cheese in order to see it.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So, we are, for our shop, we are putting out a 10-piece collector set. Like there's a theme that runs right across the set, which is it's a wooden thing with a light stain, and it has a red trim. So that's one of the many sets we're hoping to put out there. It's a 10-piece set. We started thinking about how can we reward players that collect the full 10-piece set, and we came up with this 11th bonus piece. Now, we don't know the mechanics that are involved. We don't know if we're going to be able to essentially airdrop these to people. We don't know how it's going to work, or whether we have to set it up as reserve sales at a very minimum price. We don't know any of that mechanics, but we're kind of front loading that with what we would like to do, and hoping that, as happens in many of these cases, hoping that the team eventually catches up to, where we're at as far as pushing things forward. So, all right. So just imagine you're somebody who's collected the full 10-piece set, and you've sent your DM to Morecheeese,
Or Ben.
No. You've sent your DM to Morecheeese, and you said,
And
"Hey,
Ben.
look, I've got the 10-piece set," and of course, we can check in your Upland assets. We can confirm that is indeed the case. And if you're, what did we say? That's going to be a mythic rarity. So if you're one of the first 200 people to collect the full set, then you're going to qualify for this this bonus piece.
It's
now.
beautiful, beautiful, extremely amazing.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
the scale's-
awesome.
The scale's a bit weird, and I'm doing this on my touchscreen. So this is an idea that we played around for a while. Is it a monument? Is it a funeral? Are we dead?
Yes.
But I forget the specific wording of this, but this is a very common feature in all around Japan and in Asian countries, where you have a kind of little thing where you can wash your hands with the water, and it's almost a purification thing. So it's just going to be a little monument to kind of capture the release of outdoor decor. So,
That's amazing.
yeah, and it's
Wow.
like DTech worked incredibly hard on all the stuff with the dragon. Oh, I'm not going to be able to zoom in with the dragon on the front. Cheese and DTech worked together to do the avatars. Gosh, how long have you been working on that, Cheese, with DTech?
The avatars were easy. The dragon was hard, because remember,
Yeah.
I created the dragon, and then he put it in Blender and created a 3D version of
control
it, which was freaking amazing. I was like, here's a picture. Can you like create this in like 3D? And he did
Yes.
amazing with it. And if you look closely to the dragon and stop moving like a spaz.
I'm trying to zoom in, but
woo, vertigo. If
I'm
you're
trying to
able to
zoom in
like
on my touch
zoom
screen.
into the dragon, you can
Yeah,
see like the pixel texture on it.
I'm trying. There we go. I'm kind of getting it. Yeah, there we go. So you can, if you know
Wow.
Cheese's NFT artwork, you can see that this is her beaded texture. Yeah. And
Wow.
it goes all the way to the inside of the mouth and that sort of
DTech
thing. So,
like brought it to life. He brought
Wow.
it to
Yes.
life.
so
Wow.
that's what we're hoping that's going to be the 11th bonus piece. So that might not necessarily be something you want to display in your home or whatever, but it's going to be, because it's going to be a low mint, it's going to be a kind of a
Collector's item.
collector's item. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
I already
Yeah.
joked to DTech that all my profits are going to go to buying those off the second market from those who finalized their set. Like,
Yeah. Well,
give
that's
it to me.
that's one thing we've talked about internally too. Like, we're going to put all this out there. Obviously, we want to get as much as we can too, but there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to even get them ourselves. So that's part of the fun of NFTs.
Empire, samurai, ride on the dingo, flying through the sky. Cheese in the house, get off the drive. Hit you with the hairbrush, hit you with the knife. Evil Empire, samurai, ride sky. You live fire, samurai, riding on a dingo, flying through the sky. Cheese in the house, get left and right. Hit you with the hairbrush, hit you with the knife. You live fire, samurai, riding on a dingo, flying through the sky. Hit you with the knife, flying through the sky.